We are going to see database management systems and SQL. So here, what is database? It is a collection of interrelated data, manual or computerized or online. So here we are going to see about database management system. It is a set of programs to access the data. DBMS provides an environment that is both convenient and efficient to use. So which is used to manage the data in a database. It should be in manual or computerized or online, whatever it will be. So but here they are going to maintain the data. It is in manual manner, or it is in computerized manner, or it is in online manner. So here lots of data should be stored in a program, so it is very convenient to use and it is efficient to use. So there are lots of application areas of DBMS: banking, airlines, universities, sales, manufacturing, human resources. So in all over area, DBMS are moreover having a part. So banking, for all transactions we are using DBMS. In airline we are using reservation schedules. For all the things we are using DBMS. In universities, for registration rates, for registration grade process we are using DBMS. In sales we can maintain customer details, product details, purchase, maintenance. Those things we have done by DBMS. In manufacturing thing we are having lots of production, inventory, orders and supply chain. Those things are maintained by DBMS. Human resources, here we can maintain employee records as well as salaries, tax. Those things are maintained by DBMS. So databases touch all aspects of our lives. So these are all the areas are there in DBMS. Why do we use DBMS? To avoid data redundancy and inconsistency, multiple file formats, duplication of information in different files. To avoid difficulty in accessing data, need to write new program to carry out each new task. To deal with data isolation, multiple files and formats. To deal with integrity problems, integrity constraints, example account balance greater than 0 become part of program code. Easy to add new constraints or change existing ones. And then atomicity of updates, failures may leave database in an inconsistent state with partial updates carried out. Example, transfer of funds from one account to another should either complete or not happen at all. Concurrent access by multiple users, concurrent access needed for performance. Uncontrolled concurrent accesses can lead to inconsistencies. Example, two people reading a balance and updating it all at the same time. Third one is security problems. This is a relational model. It is in a tabular format. Here a customer ID is there, customer name is there, customer street, customer city, account number. These are all attributes. Each and every attributes having data. So this is a relational model. It should be in tabular format. This is the logically related database. We are having the customer table, account table and depositor table. In customer table we are having customer ID, customer name, customer street and customer city. Here we are having a customer city. That customer city column is used in depositor table. Here in account table we are having account number and balance. This account number already we are used in depositor table. So this is a logically related databases. Each and every table having a relationship between each other. So right. So database users, there are different types of users by the way they expect to interact with the systems. First one, application programmers interact with system through DML calls. Sophisticated users from request in a database query language. Third one is specialized users, write specialized database applications that do not fit into the traditional data processing framework. Naive users invoke one of the permanent application programs that have been written previously. Example, people accessing database over the web, bank tellers, clerical staff. This is a database administrator, coordinator all the activities of the systems, coordinates all the activities of the database system, has a good understanding of the enterprises, information, resources and needs. Database administrators' responsibilities include schema definition, storage structure and access method definition, schema and physical organization modification, granting user authority to access the database, specifying integrity constraints, acting as liaison with users, monitoring performance and responding to changes in requirements. This is a transaction management. It is a collection of operations that perform single logical function in a database application. Transaction management component ensures that the database remains in a consistent state despite system failures. Example, power failures and operating system crashes and transaction failures. Concurrency control manager controls the interaction among the concurrent transaction to ensure the consistency of the database. This is a storage management as a program module that provides the interface between the low-level data stored in the database and the application programs and queries submitted to the system. The storage manager is responsible to the following tasks: interaction with the file manager, efficient storing, retrieving and updating of data. So this is the overall system structure. Here we are having data indices, data dictionary, statistical data in disk storage. In storage manager we are having buffer manager, file manager, authorization and integrity manager, transaction manager. In query processor we are having application program object code, compiler and linker, query evaluation engine, DML compiler and organizer, TML queries, DDL queries, data definition language. DML means data manipulation language query. So whereas an user we are having naive users, application programmers, sophisticated users, database administrators. So each and everything is communicated through application interfaces, program, query tools and administration tool. This is an overall system structure of DBMS. So this is application architecture. Here we are having client and server. Client will communicate to the server by the request. The server will respond to the request. The first diagram is called two-tier architecture. The second diagram is called three-tier architecture. Whereas in two-tier architecture, client programs using ODBC, JDBC to communicate with the database. Three-tier architecture, here that is a web-based applications and applications built using middleware. DBMS allows to create, manipulate and access the data. Here SQL environment is there. Here required information schema, user schema is there. By using this SQL environment, it will communicate to the users based on programs and DBMS. By using queries, it will interact with the user. The data will be stored in a required information schema by using data. Here the SQL, structured query language, standard language for querying and manipulating data, is very widely used in world. There are two types: data definition language and data manipulation language. Data definition language, it will create a table or alter table or delete a table with attributes. Whereas in data manipulation language, it was insert new data, new row, it will delete the row, it will modify the tuples in tables. So this is a common concept, that is data DDL, data definition language, data manipulation language. Here is an example for SQL. It is widely used on non-procedural language. Find the name of the customer with customer ID 192.83.7465. Based on that customer ID, you have to collect the name of the customer. So here select customer.custom name. That should be displayed as an output from the customer table, where the condition is customer.customer ID equal to 192.83.7465. So based on the condition, it will select the customer name from the customer table. Next example is find the balances of all accounts held by the customer with the customer ID 192.83.7465. So based on the customer ID, it will find the balance. So select account.balance from depositor comma account. We are having two tables, depositor and account, where depositor.customer ID is one number and then depositor account number is account.account number. So both the conditions will be true, means it will select the account balance from the depositor and account table. Here we are using two tables and we are using two conditions by using AND word. Next one, application programs generally access database through one of language extensions to allow embedded SQL. Application program interface which allow SQL queries to be sent to the database. Here this is the relational database management system Product details is displayed. This is product name, price, category and manufacturer. Lots of product name is there, and then their corresponding price, and then category, manufacturing date is displayed, data is displayed. Here this is your table name. This is table row, multi-touch 203.99 household Hitachi is the row, table, tuple or rows. So this is row. Horizontal line is called tuples or rows. Each and every column is called as attribute. Product name is one attribute, price is one of attribute, category is one of attribute, manufacturer is one of attribute. So this is a common table in RDBMS. Here we are having data types and domain of attributes. Product table is having product name, price, category and manufacturer. Here basic data type is numeric. Integer numbers, it should have only integer number. Floating point means real number, it's having decimal point numbers. Character string means having fixed length, character we can use, or varying length, varchar, like that we can use. These are all comes under data types in relational database management system. Boolean, date, timestamp. Boolean means it will be 0 or 1. 0 means false, 1 means true. Date means it will be in year, month, day format. Right. Timestamp means it will display the date, time fields. Right. It's having some conditions. Based on that, it will display the date and time. Next, define the schema. Define the data types and domain of attributes. So here product name, this is should be in character, varchar. Price, it should be, if you want to the price in float means you have to give float. Category is in varchar. Manufacturer is also in varchar data type. Next, here we are going to specify the constraints. Constraints means we are going to give the condition. So if we have to give the some restrictions to select the values from the data. So first is specify the attribute and domain constraints, specifying key constraints, and then specifying key and referential integrity constraints. So here specifying attribute and domain constraints, not null. Null is not permitted for a particular attribute. Default value, you have to use default, and then you have to give the value. Check class. D number greater than 0 and D number less than 21. We are giving the check condition. Unique means specify attributes they have unique value. For all having unique value, those things will be displayed. Here specifying key constraints. Primary key class specifies one or more attributes that make up the primary key of relation. It is an attribute or combination of attributes that uniquely identifies the records or tuples. Example, roll number, account number, ID, etc. So primary number not null plus unique. So this is a condition. So primary number should not null and it should be unique. For example, in your class you are having same name, you are having two students same name, and also initial also you are having same. What you will do, you are going to check the date of birth or roll number. So automatically based on the date of birth or roll number you are going to make it unique. So this is scheme of table. Product, here product name, varchar, price, that is act as a primary key. Next, price float, this should not null, you should give the value. Category varchar, check. Cat photographic, household, manufacturer, varchar. So this is the attributes, they are giving the type, and then we are giving the constraints. So create a database company. Create database, and then you have to give the database name. Create database company. After use database, use company name you want to give. After that you have to show the tables. So create table, table name. After that you want to give the attribute list, and then you want to give the type, and then you want, if you are having any conditions or constraints, you can give there, and then you can give the attribute to, and then data type constraint. One by one like that you have to add the attributes for the table. Here product name, price, category, manufacturers are attributes. Varchar float, varchar is data type. Primary key not null, get photography, households are constraints. So existing table, show tables, describe structure of existing table. DESC, you have to use the keyword DESC. After that you want to give the table name, it will describe the overall structure of the table. So if you want to insert any data, any row in the table, you have to use the keyword insert, and then into table name you have to give the attributes and then you want to give the value. So insert into table name you want to give, and then you want to give the attribute, and then again you want to use the values keyword, and then you want to give the value. So this is an example. Insert into product. Product is a table name, product name, price, category, manufacturers or attributes, and then Gizmo 19.99, gadgets, Zigmo works, these are all called values. So this is an example to insert records in a table, right? So next this is the query to select. After that you want to give the attribute. From, you have to give the table name, where if you having condition you can give mention here. If you are giving select star from table means it will collect all the data from the table, right? So next one is here we are using selection means it will display all the rows and attributes. Select query using where, here we are using where condition. So here by using where condition it will display the data. So here you want to give the condition, right? For example, if I want to display only product name and price means only product name price will be displayed based on the condition. Category and manufacturing is omitted in this output. So here like operator used select star from products where product name like pattern matching on strings. It contains two special symbols, percentage and my underscore. A percentage means it will accept any sequence of characters. Underscore means it will any single character. Like operator with percentage. Product name that starts with P. So what all the product starts with B, that those things are displayed. Select star from product where product name like P percentage. Automatically the product name starts with P. Those attributes will be displayed. So see here, this is your table. So this is your output. What all the product name starts with P, those row tuple will be displayed here, right? So this is the output by using like operator percentage, right? So next, eliminating duplicates. It will eliminate the duplicates by using distinct keyword. Select distinct category from product. So automatically it will omit the it will omit it will delete the duplicated attributes. So in the first table we are having gadgets, photography, house code, but normally we can have gadgets 2 times, but whereas when you are using distinct, the gadgets will be deleted. Lots of aggregate functions are there. Very important things: sum, max, min and average and count. We are using sum means the values are added together. If you are using max means it will display the maximum value. If you are using min function, it will find the minimum value. Average means it will find the average. Count means it will count the attributes and say the answer. So these are all comes under aggregate functions. Sum of price of all products, so you have to use sum of price. So what all the price attributes are there, those prices are added and displayed as output. So here 199.9 plus 29.99 plus 149.99 plus 203.99, automatically 403.96 will be as displayed as sum of price. Next one, max. Here you have to find the max of price of all products. This is the syntax. Next one, here we are having adding all the prices, right? Next one, max of price of all product. It will find the maximum price. What is the maximum price in the price column? 19.99, 29.99, 149.99, 203.99. So which is maximum? 203.99. So that will be displayed. Next one, min function. So it will display the minimum price of all products. Here what is the minimum value? 99.99. Automatically the output will be displayed. Here average price of all products, average will be displayed for the price attribute. So you have to find the average for price attributes. The answer is 100.99, right? So next one, count. It will count the number of products, how many products are there. It will count the value and will display. So totally 4 prices are there, top 4 products are there. So output is count star. If you are giving count star means it will count all the things and display. Count price means it will only count the prices alone. So answer is 4. Next, here ordering the result. Here order by concept we are using. Select product name, price, manufacturer from the product table. Where manufacturer we are giving condition Zismo works and price should be greater than 50. Order by price and product name and price. Based on this the table will be ordered. Ties are broken by the second attribute on the order by list. Also works without where. Ordering is ascending unless you specify the DES keyword. Select product name, price, manufacturer from product, order by price, DESC. So find the result here. This is your table. Select a distinct category from product, order by category. Try to find the answer for this. Next, just order by product name we are giving. Next one we are giving distinct and order by. So you have to find the result for this slide. Try to in your home. Okay, create a new table name with COMP, company details, in your current database with the following schema. So this is an attribute they have created. This is the attribute they have created here. Lots of attributes are there. Computer name, company name, register date, stock price and country, and corresponding data types are there. They are giving the constraints. Company name is the primary key. Register date should be not null. We should give the value, right? So till now we have seen lots of things in DBMS, database management system. It will manage all the data. So based on the data should be stored as a table manner. So each and every row is called tuple or row. So and then each and every column is called as attribute. So we are having a SQL query. Lots of SQL queries are there. Structured query language. For example, if you are using select star from table, means it will display all the rows. If you are having any condition, you have to mention the condition in where part. Based on the condition it will display the data. And then we have seen order by concept. Based on that it will order the table. And then we have seen lots of aggregate functions, min, max, sum, count, like that. Based on that we can find it. And then you can give the values. It will calculate the sum and it will calculate count. Based on that attribute or row it will count the value and say, if you are giving max means it will find the maximum value. If you are giving minimum means it will display the minimum value. So aggregate function is very important in database management system. So wherever you can go, all the data should be stored it as table manner. So you have to create each and every row in a proper thing. Each and every attribute should be in a proper manner. You have to give the constraint. Some attribute should have a primary key, some attribute act as a foreign key, some attribute should have a value. So you should enter the value. If you are not giving value it will show an error. So based on that you want to create a table. So you have to maintain the data, right? So this is a DBMS and we have seen lots of things. I think this is very useful to you. You can find the answer for this slide. So here distinct we are using. So automatically based on the distinct the output will be displayed. Here we have ordered by product name. Based on that you have to find the output. Here we are using distinct keyword plus product name is ordered by. So based on that you have to find the result, right? That's all. These are all aggregate functions. So like operator we have seen, percentage we have seen. This is very important. If you are giving P percentage means the first letter should start with P. So based on that field will be displayed, right? So like operator is very important. And then this like operator we are having underscore also. So percentage is one of like operator, another like operator is percentage. That is also very important. And then where condition we have seen, right? Where condition based on the where condition, the result will be displayed. If you are giving select star from product, the whole data will be displayed. If you need any condition, you can give the condition in a where part. So based on the where part, the selected data will be displayed. The what all the tuples are matched to the condition, those tuple only displayed here. So you should know how to insert tuple into the table. You have to use the insert keyword into and then table name, within parenthesis you have to give the key. After that you want to give the values, right? So show, we have seen it will display the existing table. Describe means it will describe the structure of an existing table. So these are all things we have seen in the DBMS. So DBMS is very very important. We can use DBMS in many applications. In future it will make a very challenging task to the users. It will manage all the things in a concised manner. Okay, so try to learn this concept by using this video. Hope this video will be useful for you. So thank you. This is ordering results. This is ordering list. Select product name, price, manufacturer from product, where manufacturer is equal to Zismo works and price greater than 50, order by price and product name. So here we are ordered by price and price name. Based on that order, the data tuple will be displayed. Plus we are giving some condition. The condition is Zismo works and price should be greater than 50. Both the conditions is true, and it will order by the data price and product name. So it will take the data from product table and it will display product name, price, manufacturer, ordered by price and product name. So it also meet the conditions Zismo works and price greater than 50. Based on that it will display the result. Next table we are giving select product name, price, manufacturer from product table. We are giving only order by price. So description we are giving. So based on the order by price, it will display the product name, price and manufacturer. Okay, so here we are creating a table name, company details, right, in your current database with the following schema. First is attribute, second one is data type, third one is constraints. So attributes, we are having company name, registered date, stock price, country. In data type we are having varchar, date, float, varchar. Constraints are primary key, not null. So based on that they are giving a query. COMPDTLS is a table name. Here we are giving the attribute name, company name, varchar. It act as a primary key, right? So after that this is registration date. Here the date should be not null. You should give the data. If you are giving it as not null, it will display an error. Third one is stock price. Here float data type is given, country, varchar, right? So this is an example for this is an example for creating a table with some constraints. Here they are giving the constraints are primary key and not null. They are giving two constraints. So company name act as a primary key, it will be unique. If you are giving to add duplicates, it will show an error. You cannot add duplicates in this company name, right? So whereas in register date, you cannot give it as empty. If you are trying to give it as an empty, it will show an error. You should give some data, so that is not null, right? Stock price, you should give it as a float. If you are trying to give it as a string, it will show an error, so it will be treated as a float. Next, country should be in varchar. It will accept only alphabets. If you are trying to give some other data type, it will show an error. So based on the condition, it will um, take the values, right? So this is an example to create a table named com details in your current database with the following schema. So hope this video will be useful to you. Try to learn more things in DBMS. It is very vast area, so it will be very useful in future. It will be do researches also, so try to learn lots of things in databases and its applications, etc. Thank you.